Hey there, Mac fans. I'm Megan Clementi, and this is Mac Weekly. The Tuesday night televised match featured Buffalo at Toledo. The Bulls were in search of their 8th straight win and first W in the Glass Bowl. The Rockets at 4-1 hope to stay in contention for the MAC West title, at that time one game back from NIU and Ball State. Let's see how it all unraveled. The MAC East leader was non-existent in the first half as the Rockets blew up the end zone, scoring 4 times in the first 5 possessions. Freshman Damian Jones-Moore with the top play of the game.
Here's the other freshman, Damian Jones-Moore with power running. Bangs through 2 Buffalo defenders, and he's gone for a touchdown. Touchdown! Longest run of his career for a score.
After holding Buffalo scoreless in the first half, the Rockets continued to deliver in the third. Terrence Owens down the middle connects with Bernard Reedy. No one is going to stop him. 56 yards for the touchdown. It's 38-0 Rockets. Finally, Buffalo gets on the board. Joe Licata finds Fred Lee in the end zone. Next quarter, Licata twice finds Alex Newts, and with that, Newts becomes the UB leader for career touchdown receptions at 30. Making a comeback, UB trails 48-28 and again scores. This time, Licata finds Jimmy Gordon. The Bulls bring it within 13, but that's as close as they would get. Toledo dominates Buffalo in the 51-41 victory. The Bulls fall into a tie for first with Bowling Green in the East, while Toledo continues to keep pace with NIU and Ball State in the West. It was a chilly night in Bowling Green, especially for the Ohio Bobcats. Falcons QB Matt Johnson sets the pace, opening with a 43-yard spiral to Sean Joplin. Travis Green utilizes the next play to bring it home for the 7-0 lead. Next possession, Johnson does it again.
Gonna put it up to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Heath Jackson, Bowling Green.
Down 28-0, Xavier Hughes with the big play, but Ohio is unable to capitalize, and the Falcons' onslaught continues. Bowling Green freezes out Ohio. The shutout was the first for the Falcons since defeating Massachusetts 24-0 in October 2011. Travis Green rushed for 149 yards, moving into 4th place all-time for a single season. Northern Illinois faces Ball State, and the Huskies got on the board easily with a field goal. Ball State would get their first points of the game when Keith Wenning connects with Willie Snead. Jordan Lynch would get on the board with his first rushing touchdown of the contest. Wenning, keeping up with the Joneses, runs it in for a 1-yard touchdown, and the Cardinals retake the lead. Ball State with an 8-point lead until Lynch finds Deron Brown.
Lynch to work with good field position, sets up a little tunnel screen. It might take one play for Northern Illinois. Deron Brown takes it the distance, and the Huskies have a touchdown.
The Cardinals' Scott Secor hits a 43-yard field goal near the end of the half, and Ball State leads by 4. We move to the 4th, and we find out why Lynch is being considered a Heisman Trophy candidate. He finds Brown again, and this time he goes 36 yards for the touchdown. Huskies take a 7-point lead. Lynch decides to make things happen with his feet, and he runs it up the middle, taking a defender with him into the end zone. The NIU defense wants in on the scoring action too.
And Wenning has to settle underneath, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joe Windsor. The cherry on top for Northern Illinois.
NIU earns a 48-27 victory, led by Lynch's 345 yards in the air with 2 TDs and 123 yards on the ground with another 2 touchdowns. With the W, NIU extends the nation's longest home winning streak to 25 and their conference streak to 23. Miami traveled to Dick Stadium to face Kent State. The Golden Flashes down 3 in the first until Colin Reardon hands off to Trayon Durham, who runs it up the middle for the score. This time, Reardon decides to keep it and goes untouched into the end zone. Miami's Caleb Patterson would make his 2nd successful field goal of the game, and the Red Hawks trail by 8 going into the half. In the 3rd quarter, it's Dree Archer's turn to get on the board. He scampers 20 yards for the touchdown, and Kent State goes on to win this one 24-6. Durham finished the game with 109 yards rushing and 1 touchdown. On Saturday, Akron traveled to Gillette Stadium to take on UMass. 2nd quarter, and Akron's Kyle Pohl decides to keep the rock and runs it into the end zone for 6. UMass kicks another field goal, and the Zips lead by 1. The Minutemen take the lead when Mike Wegson finds Rob Blanchflower for the 2-yard connect. In the 4th quarter, Pohl finds Jawan Chisholm.
Showing blitz here, they come. They toss it to Chisholm. And Chisholm's got the first down. Chisholm dives for the pylon. Did he get in? There's no now a late call. They said he did get in.
The final score of the game, Akron 14, UMass 13. Pole ends the game with 208 yards in the air and 1 touchdown. Central Michigan and Western Michigan faced off in a battle for the victory cannon. Zerlon Tipton gets the Chippewas on the board early with this 10-yard run into the end zone. Still in the first quarter, and Central Michigan is 1 yard out from the end zone. They give it to Tipton, who rumbles his way for a touchdown. CMU holds a 14-point lead at the end of the first. Going into the second half, the Broncos cut the lead down to 8 after scoring on 2 field goals. Third quarter, and Western Michigan comes out fighting.
There is that Darian Chance, delayed draw. Chance inside the 5, touchdown! Darian Chance will light up the board for 6.
Later in the third, they would kick a field goal to take their first lead of the game. It was Central Michigan's turn to go on a roll, and they did just that on both sides of the ball. Cooper Rush finds Mike Kinville for the touchdown, and they reclaim the lead. Now it's the defense's turn to provide a little insurance.
Right there is that throw got picked off. And see you later for Kevin King.
The Chippewas go on to win this one 27-22 and reclaim the coveted victory cannon. Tipton led the way for Central Michigan with 114 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns. What a week of action, and this week won't be any different. There's a lot at stake starting on Tuesday night. Buffalo travels to Miami, and to get the W, they'll need another stellar performance from QB Joe Licata. Last week, he set a single-game school record with 497 yards with 36 completions. It's senior day for Miami, and they're hoping to continue the winning tradition at home versus Buffalo. They're 7-1 all-time in Oxford, with the lone loss coming in 2009. This game tips off at 8 p.m. on ESPNU. The Golden Flashes close out their season at Ohio, and they hope to end with a win. They'll need the combo of Trayon Durham and Dree Archer to continue giving them a solid ground game. For Ohio, it's on redshirt senior quarterback Tyler Tettleton, who is looking to lead his team to victory after a disappointing loss to Bowling Green. Will the planned Bobcat blackout be enough to lift Ohio to victory? Tune in at 8 p.m. on ESPN2 to find out. Wednesday, Toledo hosts number 16 Northern Illinois with the MAC West title on the line. Here's what's at stake. A Rockets win gives them the opportunity for a chance at a 3-way tie with NIU and BSU. Toledo owns the tiebreaker and would allow them to advance to the MAC title game. If the Huskies win, it guarantees them a return to the MAC championship for the 4th consecutive season. Watch the drama unfold at 8 p.m. on ESPN2. Saturday features 2 MAC contests, both 1 p.m. kickoffs. Let's start with Bowling Green at Eastern Michigan. With Bowling Green's win over Ohio, it puts them in control of their own destiny. Regardless of the outcome of this game, their matchup on November 29th is the one that will decide their fate. If they defeat Buffalo, they head to the MAC championship game. Will that cause them to overlook a hungry Eastern Michigan team looking to get a win on Senior Day? Find out by tuning in on ESPN3. After recapturing the victory cannon, the Chippewas want to end the season with a W. Look for them to lean on Zerlon Tipton and Titus Davis to lead the CMU offense. UMass dropped their final home game of the season, thus they're looking to go on the road and play the role of spoiler. You can also catch that game on ESPN3. That'll do it for another edition of MAC Weekly. Remember, for the latest action, log on to mac-sports.com. I'm Megan Clementi. Thanks for watching.